I'm going to show you how to tie my Goosy Adams. So basically just the standard Adams dry fly, tied Klinkhammer style. I'm using some different material than just standard dubbings. I'll show you how to tie it. It's a pretty effective pattern. So caught me some pretty selective trout though. It wouldn't take standard Adams. But I'm gonna tie it on a Daiichi 1130 size 14. Knife light wire hooked. I either tie it on these hooks or an emerger hook like Daiichi's 125. We're gonna use uni, camel, brown thread. Wrap that on, back it up on rule 4. Cut my tag off. That's about where we're going to stop with our body, with the abdomen part that can sit in the water. That part is going to be gray goose feather. It's a shoulder feather. You want about 3 fibers for a fly this big. Now with the goose feather, it's pretty much can be brittle sometimes. So you want to break those tips off, then cut off what you're not going to need. Make sure you catch it on with the good side of the feather facing it. So we want to wind on the underside of the feather. That's the color we want. If you wind on the good side, that makes an effective pattern as well. It's a little different color. It'd still be a goosey because we're using goose. But I'm going to tie my rib on as well on the way down. It's going to be gray, dark gray midge bi thread by Montana Fly Co. Some good stuff. It's a mylar thread. It's pretty good stuff. It's got a nice shine to it. Gives the fly some flash. Catch those guys on. And gotta make sure that your goose stays on the right way. On your thread down. I have to go to about almost to where my thread would be hanging even with the rest of the bent. Catch it in, bring your thread back up, nice and tight, making sure all that stuff's nice and secure. A little bit of a tag here. Tie all those guys in. Bring your thread back to where you started your tie-in. Now we're going to wind the goose. I'm going to wind the goose. My rib out of the way there. I'm going to wind my goose the opposite way that I wound my thread, because I'm going to counter rivet with the rib. Force. Now, bring it up, catch it in, across my thread, one turn over the goose, one turn on the shank, locks it in. Do that one more time just for security, and turn off my accent. I'm going to bring the rib up. I like to twist the thread a little bit, make sure it's nice and tight, and bring it up the same way. Now we wound our thread. I do nice close wraps. Fairly close. When we catch it in, 2 times, wind it down a little bit. Stand her up. Trim her off. And bring the thread back to our tie-in points. I'm out there on my post and use siliconized polyurethane. It's great stuff. It's from Niche Products. Really makes the fly float. So great stuff. Well, I do a figure 8 wrap. And I do 1 wrap. 1 wrap right at the base. Tighten that up. Throw the thread back over. And your post is in fair minimum of a bulk. Now the hackles I'm going to use Same as a standard Adams. Just a grizzly and a brown. Get my hackles ready here. Side and on. That chin one. A little bit of a tag out of there. Get my brown on there. I'm going to post them up together at the same time. Way I won't make my post too heavy. Now what I was doing there was I was preparing the feather, and what I like to do is as I stroke the fibers back and then I trim off the fibers on each side. It's going to leave little prongs on the stem, which is going to make those hackles really stay in there. I could pull on them, they're not going nowhere. What? Now I'm going to post up. I don't like to go too high on my post with Klinkhammer-style flies. I like my hackle to be right down there in it. Now we're going to do the thorax, which is going to be dubbing. I'm just going to use gray Stella dubbing. With the synthetic dubbing of mine, it's got some nice shine to it. Not overly shiny. You can dub it pretty tight, but it also gives you a nice buggy looking body. Buggy meaning fuzzy, of course. I'm gonna dub myself a nice little noodle there. You don't need much. I'm gonna wind back. Watch that parachute post. Don't catch any of that end. Tighten my dubbing up. We'll wind her on. Take a look, see how she came out. Looking good, looking good. Tightening up my post before I wind my hackles. I like to wind my brown first. And I like to wind clockwise. Get my brown to sit the right way. Come around. When I reach my side of the thread, I put my thread over top of the hackle, and I pull the hackle back, and then I bring my thread over the eye, nice and tight. I cinch it down while it comes back to me. Do that one more time. What this does is it's going to tie the hackle down way back and on top of the shank. I have tied off right here in front of the eye. Okay, keep it way back on there. I like to bring one more in front. I like to get this brown hackle out of my way. And take your time tying your flies, it's not a race. But I like to bring my grizzly the same way. Just wind it right on through, in the same way that you're unwinding your brown hackle. Once you get to the bottom, cross your thread again to the exact same tying off method, and then pull your hackle tight over the eye. Lift everybody up out of the way. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make a nice little brown head there. I'm gonna go right into my wet finish without worrying about anything else. You're right out of my way. Nice tight hand whip. Cinch her up. I'm gonna trim my hackle. Don't break your hackles off, your parachute hackles. Not tied that way. You can get yourself in trouble. The hackle will end up breaking. Push my hackles down, so I'm not sticking 80 degrees. 180 degrees up in the air. To my post altogether here. It's the one thing about poly yarn, kind of like just wants to go all over the place when you tie with it. I trim my post. Since it's a little too tall. Trim down my short post. Nothing major. Maybe a little bit shorter as well. You can put a taper on your posts. Do whatever you want to. Well, that's pretty much the fly. It's my Goosy Adams.
Wow.
It's a pretty effective version of the Adams. Works great. See some different color tones to it than just the multitude of color tones to it with the midge body thread and the goose on there. Not just your standard straight up gray color. And the fish certainly do dig it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Johnny Utah. Check him out.